Sometimes, lads, that sparring is animalistic. Sometimes it just blows the cobwebs off. Well done, lads. Every one of you, that's brilliant. Yeah, you basically have to cut yourself off and you have to become for the fighter. It's not about you. You know, you see a lot of coaches on the ring, it's about them. But no, that's not the way I look at things. I look at things that I do everything for the fighter. And that, I think, it is a cut-off point where you have to say to yourself as a coach, no, this is not about me. This is about getting my fighters to where they are in their career. It's not about me anymore. My career's over. It's about them. And that's a philosophy you have to take. When you set up a gym, I initially set it up with about 4 fighters who've been with me for a long time. That would have been Inchicore, that would have been obviously my own son Ryan O'Rourke, obviously Tony Brown, and there was a few others. But Tony and Ryan and Franzi would have been the core. And then it just grows. You know, it kind of grows. It's like it's like a plant that starts off as a little bud. You keep watering it, it grows and grows and grows and grows. And it's got to the point where we are to this day.
I think myself and Stephen and Ryan, we were the first 3 people to set up in the gym. Back when it was just an empty warehouse. So you can see how far it's come now. It was literally a brick shed when we first came out. I think it's about 2.5, 3 years ago. Not even 3 years ago since we got here. It's amazing what kind of turnaround we've had in the last couple of years. It's been a massive rise from nothing, you know.
Is it the coach's job to attract the right fighters, or is it more of a case that word gets out amongst fighters about certain coaches or certain gyms?
Well, I obviously, as a fighter, as especially in the professional side of it, he's looking around for coaching. He sees a successful gym. What's he doing? What's different? You know, he'll come down, he'll have a look. If he doesn't like what he sees, he stays with the person. If he likes what he sees, he'll probably give you the tap, or tap on the shoulder, and won't mind working in the gym.
Then, from your perspective, I suppose, is there anything that you look for in a fighter that wants to come train with you?
Absolutely. The first thing I must say for me is I have to connect with him. I have to connect with him in every way. You know what I mean? I've trained fighters before I have just got no connection with, and it doesn't last very long. And I think any trainer will tell you that. Yeah, first thing you have to, and secondly is absolute dedication. Live the life. If you're not living the life, I'm looking in that camera now, and every true fighter will know what I'm on about. So, if there's any persuasion one way, then it's not going to work for me, and it won't work for them. But yeah, total dedication to what they want to be, and that means in every aspect of boxing. They have to be in this gym twice a day. You have to live the life of a boxer, and that suits me. That's the way I want them to be. That's the way I want them to be. So, well, every one of my fighters has a fantastic work ethic. That's the first thing that you'll notice about this gym, is the work ethic. And Victor, Tony, Ryan, Roy Sheehan's just coming through the door, and Paddy Nevin, they've all got a great work ethic. Right, I've probably lost 1 or 2 of them. What's her name? Craig McCarthy, Mary Kate Slattery. Yeah, they all know that when you walk through that door, and it is a family, they all have children, but at the end of the day, they come in and they'll go, "What are we doing today, Gaffer?" I never tell them what they're going to do. They're surprised, and then the look on the face. Then when they've done the session, they're happy about it. They're tired, they're sore, but they're happy because that's my job. That's part of my job to do, to make them the fittest they can be. And sometimes you come in, you know, they love the schooling, they love the hard work, they love the bad work, but when you come do the hard circuits, then you know, you get the hard track sessions. You know, you might get a grumpy face, but no, they push through with all the kids, you know what I mean?
Boxing is an individual sport, but how important is that team mentality together as a stable of fighters?
Every fight it is individual, and it has to be to a point. But there is a team kind of ethics within my club. I'm not saying every club, but there is. We like that gelling of thing, and of course, when they step into the ring, then it becomes individual. Actually, the coach he wants to develop, and it takes a long time. You know, it's not like a 6 months job. You're talking 10 years, 10, 15, and you still progressing as you go. But you know, you get a good solid 10 years working, and you can actually see what you can see them. You know, the mold start to take shape.
Anything in particular about training out here in Inchicore that's different or that you like? Is there an atmosphere here, or what's it?
Oh, there's boxing is a selfish sport, but we have a great team at St. Michael's where every single boxer is pushing each other. We all have goals that we're trying to achieve. It's just the gym, the way the gym works is brilliant. Stephen has a plan for all of us, and we're all coming in and executing the plan. Whereas majority of the gyms that I've been to, it's literally the exact same training Monday, Tuesdays, or Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. Whereas here, everything's different. We have track sessions, we have strength sessions, we have sparring days, we have cardio days. It's just everything is working brilliantly.
It's top quality if you ask me. All the guys in this gym are the best or are going to be the best. The hunger is good here. Everyone here else has big ambitions, so time will tell, and I think time will show that the quality here is top class. I want scalps, I want titles, I want it all. There's nothing or no one in particular. I want absolutely everything, and I'll do everything I can to get there.
Fighting out of the red corner, he officially weighed in at 76.5 kilos. He is a four-time Irish senior champion and EU gold medalist with a professional record of 1-0. Hailing from the Tri-County Ireland, please welcome Roy Steele.
There's a lot Stephen showed me the last few weeks, you know. People say it's boxing, amateur and pro boxing, it's just the same. It's way different, you know. It's brilliant. I feel great about myself in the training and in this gym. Brilliant. My fitness is there. I tell you the truth, I've never been as fit in my life. 6 days a week I'm here, twice a day. Everything Stephen asked me to do, I do.
Jumping. There you go. There you go. Come on. Flip it. Flip it. Good boy. All right.
When we got settled down here, this gym just seems to have taken off, you know, and become a really good place for us to train out of and build a bit of a group and a team just train together, you know. I suppose what's better than on the night about having guys like that around is the quality of training, and that you just have. So Roy's my weight, so to have a guy like that available to spar on a regular basis, who won so much as an amateur, it's just, you can't buy that, having that around, The novice class that'll be in the evening are very connected with the pro group as well, and there's input from both sides, and they're very supportive of us, and the same thing goes the other way. I think it was bound to happen because of the way that Steve runs the club, but all that needed to happen was for us to be able to put our roots down and actually get something going and get a consistent group here. Once that happened, that just emerged.
I think mainly when my son was born, he'd be 18 now. Obviously I took him into boxing and I wanted to train my own son. And that really projected me into full-time coaching.
My name's Ryan O'Rourke, I'm 18, I'm an amateur senior and fighting at light welterweight, 64 kilograms. Yeah, I think I was always destined for it, and but I always kind of enjoyed it from the start. I always enjoyed coming to the gym and just like fighting. I always liked that. It gives me like a adrenaline rush kind of. I was always hitting his hands, like even when I was a kid. I went everywhere, always went to the gym, was always in the gym, like it's kind of just my life.
Like the old days.
Yeah, you need a bit more like dedication. It's kind of like it turns into your life then. Like that's how you make a living, and you have to like put 110% into everything and make sure you're ready. You can't be pulling out in professional. Like you're in it.
One more.
Craig Biltaras McCarthy, super middleweight, professional boxer, fighting out of Stephen O'Rourke's gym.
Lovely, one more.
I'm an outsider, I'm from Dublin, I come up here and it's just like that, it's just a click, it's a bond you get, and everyone gets on, as you said, from novice to elites to professionals, we all just bond, we gel together, and it's like home up here, it's just natural, Good, great flow. Yeah, it's a different vibe up here, it's totally different, and there's no negativity here at all, it's all positive. I've never been in a place so positive. I'm a positive person, you grow off that, you feed off it, it's very good.
The feeling, yeah, it's just a great feeling. I mean, you feel strong, you feel confident, you feel fit, yeah, it's a feel-good factor. 2 sessions a day is a killer, I never thought I'd get used to it, but with such a great atmosphere and everybody doing it, everybody egging each other on, it became easy. I think everyone gets that little bit of extra attention and then everybody just gels well together, and it's amazing.
He's kind of the father of the club. He looks after everyone, and it's a family at the end of the day. It's more than just a sports club or anything else. It's really just, we are a family. It's great. I think that it was only a matter of time. Like from the day I stepped in this gym, everyone is so hungry in here and everyone works so hard. Like I knew that it would be successful. Anyone who comes in and sees how hard every single fighter in this gym trains, it's really only a matter of time, and I think it will just completely explode now in the next few months.
Where do you see the gym in 3 to 5 years' time?
World champs.
It just keeps going, you just keep building the layers and we're going to get to where we want to be.